Welcome to Global Glimpse, where we bring you the stories that shape America's laws, policies, and the real impact they have on your daily life. This is Global Glimpse, your daily source for truth, transparency, and the law behind America's headlines. America's aviation system, one of the most complex in the world, is showing serious signs of strain as the ongoing federal government shutdown stretches into another week. From grounded flights to thinning air traffic control staff, the situation is turning into a real-time test of how fragile essential systems become when politics stalls governance. At the heart of the crisis lies the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, the agency responsible for keeping America's skies safe. With Congress still unable to agree on a funding deal, the FAA, along with several other key government agencies, has been forced to send thousands of workers home on unpaid furloughs. Those still on the job are being required to work without pay. It's fueling frustration and uncertainty among staff who manage one of the most critical infrastructures in the country. According to FAA officials, over 13,000 employees, including safety inspectors and administrative staff, have already been furloughed. Even more alarming, air traffic controllers, who direct the nation's 45,000 daily flights, are facing rising fatigue and burnout. While classified as essential, they have now gone nearly 3 weeks without pay. Many have begun calling in sick or taking emergency leave, a move that, according to airline executives, is starting to ripple through the system. Major airports, including those in Atlanta, Dallas, and Chicago, have already reported longer wait times and scattered delays due to staff shortages. Some regional control towers have even gone dark, meaning they're temporarily closed, forcing nearby airports to operate with limited oversight. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association, NATCA, the main union representing these workers, has warned that the system is reaching a breaking point. In a press statement this morning, NACA said, "Controllers are exhausted, unpaid, and understaffed. Every shift is a safety risk waiting to happen." The group is urging Congress to pass a temporary funding bill to keep the aviation sector functioning safely. The Transportation Security Administration, TSA, is also facing a crisis of its own. Thousands of airport security screeners have joined the ranks of unpaid workers, leading to longer security lines and reports of TSA checkpoints being shut down at smaller airports. The Airlines for America trade group, representing major carriers such as Delta, United, and American Airlines, issued a stark warning. A prolonged shutdown could cripple U.S. aviation, disrupt the holiday season, and cost billions in lost revenue. The group estimates that if the shutdown continues for another week, the aviation industry could lose over $500 million in operational costs and cancellations. Politically, this shutdown has become a defining showdown between House Speaker Mike Johnson and President Donald Trump's administration, which insists that certain spending cuts must remain in place before reopening the government. Democrats argue that the cuts disproportionately affect critical safety and transportation services. Both sides are trading blame, the White House calling the standoff reckless, and the GOP leadership accusing Democrats of refusing to negotiate responsibly. This isn't the first time the FAA has faced shutdown-related troubles. Back in 2019, a similar funding lapse led to delayed inspections and rising safety incidents. However, this time, experts say the stakes are even higher due to increased air traffic post-pandemic, ongoing pilot shortages, and technological vulnerabilities in the FAA's outdated systems. Some lawmakers are now questioning why such a vital agency is allowed to be subject to political gridlock at all. Former Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood described the current crisis as a self-inflicted wound on one of its most essential systems. He added, "We've turned air safety into a bargaining chip, and that's unacceptable." Air safety experts also warned that the human toll is mounting. Many controllers and FAA engineers are reportedly turning to food banks, second jobs, or early retirement due to the financial strain. One anonymous controller in Denver told the Associated Press, "I'm working 10-hour shifts with no pay and no idea when this ends. Morale is in the basement." Meanwhile, passengers are starting to feel the effects firsthand. Delays have doubled at major hubs, ticket prices are creeping up, and several airlines have begun reducing flight frequencies to smaller cities to conserve resources. The Department of Transportation estimates that if the shutdown lasts through the month, over 7,000 flights per day could face disruptions nationwide. The political fallout is growing as well. Lawmakers from both parties are receiving pressure from constituents, airlines, and unions to find a compromise. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer warned that if no agreement is reached by next week, the Senate might push through a short-term funding bill on its own, effectively daring the House to reject it. "This is not about politics," Schumer said in a floor speech. "This is about public safety, and every day we wait, we gamble with lives." On the other side, conservative lawmakers remain firm, saying that spending discipline is overdue and that the federal bureaucracy must be reduced. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene told reporters, "The sky isn't falling, the government is bloated, and it's time for Washington to live within its means." Still, the FAA crisis is quickly becoming the symbol of the shutdown's real-world consequences. The aviation system, long seen as a model of coordination and safety, is now a reminder of what happens when political dysfunction paralyzes the machinery of government. For millions of travelers, the question is simple: how long can safety be maintained when those responsible for it can't even get paid? If this shutdown continues much longer, experts warn it could take months for the system to fully recover, even after funding is restored. Training backlogs, delayed inspections, and attrition among skilled controllers will leave lasting scars. In the words of one senior FAA official, the system runs on precision and trust. Right now, both are running low. You've been watching Global Glimpse, where we uncover how U.S. laws and politics affect real lives. If you value transparency and truth, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and share this video to keep more Americans informed. Till next time, stay aware, stay informed, and never stop questioning power.